the agenda. Comments should be limited to issues and items germane to the business of the governing body. The Commission will not discuss or debate these items, nor will the Commission make decisions on items presented during this time. Members of the public will be limited to 3 minutes per comment. Please proceed.
Okay, thank you. Since I decided to stick around to the public comment portion, I thought I'd just offer one comment as you contemplate being proactive rather than reactive and being transparent in the negotiations that you're going to embark on with the university concerning the Gateway District, that you involve the neighborhoods, representatives in the neighborhoods in a significant way. So it's out there and we can really, have input into the issues that are concerns to the neighborhoods. I know the downtown merchants probably want the same things, and many other constituents in the community want those. Just maybe if you could articulate at some point in time the process, the forum outside of the public hearings where that can be hashed out involving the neighborhoods. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Dr. Justin Spees. In August of 2022, Kansas voted to not ban abortion, and it wasn't even close. It was 60% to 40%. And here in liberal Douglas County and liberal Lawrence, it was even worse, 82 to 18%. The other day, on December 14th, the Lawrence Times published an article titled, "Kansas provided more abortions in 2023 than ever before, mostly for out-of-state patients." The article says, more abortions occurred in Kansas in 2023 than ever before in the state's recorded history, driven by a surge of patients living in nearby states with abortion bans. A vital statistics report released Friday by the Kansas Department of Health and Environment said 19,467 abortions occurred in Kansas in 2023. Just think of that, 19,467 abortions. Those are legal child murders. The 2023 figure represents a 58% increase from the 12,318 abortions or legal child murders recorded in 2022 and a 148% increase from the 7,849 recorded in 2021. The 2023 report shows that less than a fourth of the patients who received abortions at Kansas clinics were in-state residents. Texans made up the largest portion of patients, followed by Kansans, Oklahomans, Missourians, and Arkansans. More than 9 in 10 abortions occurred before the 13th week of pregnancy. None happened after 22 weeks, which is the legal limit in Kansas. Look at that fancy wordplay there, assuring us that, none of them happened over the legal limit of 22 weeks, but up to 22 weeks, perfectly fine. That's 5.5 months, 5.5 months to kill a baby. Kansas started reporting yearly abortion figures in 1971. The previous record was set in 1973 when the state recorded 12,612 procedures. In an email, the anti-abortion lobbying group Kansans for Life called the increase of abortions last year heartbreaking. The surge of abortions in Kansas is a heartbreaking reminder of the abortion industry's relentless targeting of vulnerable women who are no longer protected by enforceable informed consent laws or basic abortion facility inspection and safety standards. In 2022, Kansas voters overwhelmingly rejected an anti-abortion ballot measure that would have enabled state lawmakers to severely restrict or ban the procedures. So good job, Kansas, red state Kansas. You had a chance to ban it, and instead 19,467 children were killed. Children and grandchildren were killed. And I know Christians as well that voted for this as well, so-called Christians. But it doesn't take to be a Christian to understand that this is child murder. So I'm asking the city commission here to do a proclamation that you're making Lawrence a sanctuary city for all unborn babies to not be murdered.
Thank you.
Why can't you make eye contact with somebody you don't like? Why can't you look at somebody when they're speaking to this commission? You didn't even look his direction until you saw me filming you. Why can't you look at somebody you don't like? You're doing it now because you kind of have to, don't you? And you want respect. Fuck you and your respect. Why are you here, Amber Sellers? Has the tone and nature changed enough for you yet? Or did your little charade end when Bart's not the mayor anymore to cover for you? And Bart, I noticed that you were just dying to shut Justin down there. I saw the face twitching, the looking around. I mean, you were just the most uncomfortable dude in school while he's talking. I'm damn glad that you're not sitting in a position to be able to get us in more lawsuits. Maybe you'll learn what it's like to sit for 3 fucking minutes and listen without pulling your bullshit. Just makes you uncomfortable as hell, doesn't it? Look at you in that chair. Just makes you uncomfortable as hell to have somebody question your authority. Do you know how many lawsuits you've got the city into personally? Personally, Bart. We're going to court over mine. And I saw the officer coach you, buddy. I can't release the body cam, but I have it. And I saw the officer coach you. We'll be talking about that a lot. I got a minute and a half left. Amber, why the hell are you out here? I think I'll give about a minute and a half for her to answer here. Maybe she can tell us why her charade ended as soon as Bart wasn't the mayor anymore. Why did that end, Amber? And why can't you make eye contact with somebody you don't like? You guys work for all the people, not just a few of them. You need to fucking remember that. You don't just work for the few that may have voted for you, the few that like you, and you got your little shit-eating grin over there. Go ahead. Go ahead. You want respect. But you want to treat this like it's a damn game and that you're in charge of something. We're in charge, lady. The voters are in charge. And you're not making a good show of it when you act that disdainful toward the public. The amount of disdain on your face is offensive. I don't agree with everything he says, but I can at least respect an individual unlike you guys. Unlike you guys. And I'm pointing at a certain 3 of you. Because you guys have been the most disrespectful sons of bitches on that dais for the last 3 years. We might have gotten some police accountability accomplished if you guys hadn't been playing your fucking games. Got your police review board going again, though, don't you? With Lockhart's Lies. You know, his videos still got the most views on my channel. The most views. The guy sat here and lied, and y'all lapped it up.
Any other public comment?
Yeah, I just have a quick thing to point out. I was just wondering, how is the commission ensuring that diversity happens on the advisory boards now that you all can nominate someone? In the past, if it's just one person, I think that's easier to make sure that, you know, you're going to have diversity on a board. Because if it's all of you, do you need to coordinate with each other? Like, hey, I'm going to nominate a woman, and someone else is like, I'm going to nominate a man, or I'm going to nominate someone poor. I'm going to nominate someone upper class. I'm just, it just seems like this new way of doing it could lend to not having as much diversity as before. That's when we had mayors that were actively trying to make sure that the boards were diversified. So I just want to throw that out there. I think part of the way might be not just having it on consent agenda, but having nominations, the approval on the regular agenda. So if y'all do want to discuss it, it'd be an easier process. I think just doing a consent under this new format, I think that's a bad idea. I think there should be some discussion. And also, a previous speaker said he wanted a proclamation about abortion. I say that a proclamation should be that abortion is green. Just think of all those babies he talked about being murdered. What if they were alive right now? What impacts on the environment does that have when we force people to have unwanted babies? Like, then we have unwanted waste is what we have in the end. I mean, not that the people are waste, but that as they grow up, they're going to be, you know, throwing stuff, consuming food, using up resources. So abortion is green. Thank you.
Chris. Okay, online, please.
Julie Jones.
Thank you. This is Julie Jones, and I'm back. My comment resounds around the homeless program and their funding. I'm not against homeless whatsoever. I've had it in my family. I get that. What I'm concerned about, because I've been tracking them now for about a year, and what I'm concerned about is no one is holding them accountable because they're a nonprofit for having an 81% of their budget goes to payroll. On a good day with a profit or with a nonprofit organization that is huge, they would have 35%. Our local organization is at 81%, and that was before we gave them the last round of money. And days before that happened, one of the employees announced they were getting a $4 an hour raise. I'm not against that, but I think they need some type of accountability. I've been in on the board meetings. It's just kind of whip it through. No questions, just whip it through. How much do you need? No problem. Long as we stay within how much money you got. And they talk in the budget meetings about, well, we're going to need more money because our donations are down. And then they get the sales tax and they get the money from us. And what happens? People get raises. So I'm pretty sure they're above that 81% of the money we're giving them goes to payroll. And where are we with our numbers? We're not going down as fast as their payroll is going up. What's that going to look like over at KU when all those people come to town for this big new project and our streets are covered with homeless people? What are they going to say about us then? They got to have some place to go. They keep sweeping those camps, and some of those people will not go in there into the housing situations because they want to do their drugs. I get that. That's not a problem. They need some place to go that they can stay and build their cardboard houses and stay there while Michael provides them with propane tanks so they can continue to live outside. Those people who are running that program now are not resolving the situation, in my opinion. Thank you.
Jeffrey Hepler.
Good evening, Commission, Mayor, everyone. Thanks for your comments, Julie. I resound with them. I don't have anything to say except thank you all for your service and welcome, Mayor Diver. I know that's all I got. Thank you. Have a good night and happy holidays, y'all. Merry Christmas.
I think we have one more. His hand was up and then moved, so I'm just going to move him and just make sure. Oh, he declined. So that's all the comments.
Okay, so that's all online. Thank you. All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn by Vice Mayor Finkeldice, second by Commissioner Littlejohn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Good night, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Next to you.